Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I'm going to be choosing my 25 books for 2025. So last year I went through and I chose 25 books that I really wanted to get to, and I got to a handful of them, but I stepped away from fantasy a lot this year when I started reading romance books, and so there was a lot of them that I didn't get to that I wanted to. But I wanted to change things up a little bit this year, and I thought it would be fun to randomize it. So I made a little spread in my new reading journal for 2025, and I have decided that I'm going to go through and I'm going to choose 25 books out of my jar. So I try to make sure that this is updated for all the books that I own on my physical TBR that I have yet to read, and I try and get in here at least once a month and pull out the ones that I have finished. So it should be all up to date, and I think it would be a lot of fun to just choose 25 and see which ones throughout the year that I end up getting to, and if I can actually get to them all. That would be fantastic. That is that's everybody's goal with the 25 books for 2025, right? So I am going to try to mix this up as much as I can, and we will get started. So my only thing with this is that I am going to choose again for any books that are on my December TBR or books that I have immediate reading plans for, because obviously for 25 books for 2025, I want to read them in 2025. And so if I already have plans for them for December, I don't want to immediately check those off in 2024, so obvious reasons. So let's start. All right. So our first one is The Lost Island by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child. So that's book 3 in a series, but technically all of Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child's books can be read as standalones, so I don't think it would be a big deal if I were to read it by itself or actually finally get to that series. That would be ideal. So that's book number 1. The second one, we got another blue one. I just have my jar right here, so I'm just going to pull out book titles. Is Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. Okay, that's for my 24 books for 2024, and I still haven't read it yet, so this will go back on. Book number 3 is Swiss Family Robinson by Johann David Weiss. That would be a great one to get to. Okay. Book number 4. The Forest of Vanishing Stars by Kristen Harmel. Okay, perfect. Historical fiction. Book number 5. Payback's a Witch by Lana Harper. Okay. Number 6. The Thousand Eyes by A.K. Larkwood. That's one I wanted to get to anyways. 7. Hang the Moon by Jeanette Wells. This one was on the Goodreads Choice Awards, I believe, last year, and I didn't really know anything about it, but I believe it's set during the Great Depression, so that's very interesting. Book number 8. Soulkeeper by David Dalglish. Okay, that's going to go back on from my 24 books for 2024 because I've yet to read it. Book number 9. Fairy Tale by Stephen King. Oh, this is one I wanted to have on here anyways. I'm so excited to read this book. I haven't read any Stephen King, and I've been drawn to this book since it very first came out, so I'm really, really excited to read it. Number 10. An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. Very interesting. Number 11. The Second Sight of Zachary Clousley. I'm so excited to read this book. Okay, perfect. Number 12. The Hexologist by Josiah Bancroft. I feel like this one is going to be kind of like India Holton's writing, where it's like fantasy, historical, and you just kind of have to go along for the ride and just take it as it happens, you know? So, number 13. The German Heiress by Annika Scott. Perfect. Another historical fiction that I've had for way too long. 14. A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. So that one's going to go back on here. Okay. 15. House in the Cerulean Sea. I've already read this one, so I'm going to actually pick again because I want to read new books. Like, I want to reread that one, but I want to have, like, new books on here. Okay, so that was 15. So let's go with The Tide of Black Seal by Anthony Ryan. I just got this one for my husband and I'm so excited to read it. But the first book that book is the first in the series, and it just came out back in September. So it's going to be like read the first book and then wait for like a year to read the second one. So I couldn't help it though, it sounded so good. So we have 15. So number 16 is The Christie Affair by Nina de Gramont, another historical fiction. Number 17, The Phoenix Crown by Kate Quinn and Janie Chang. I'm so excited to read this book, and I keep putting it off because I think I'm nervous. But 18, we have The Santa Suit. Okay, this one is on my December TBR, so I am going to choose again. 18 will be The Wolf by Leo Carew. 19. Is that Memoirs? Oh my god, Memoirs of an African Hunter. This is one that Peter Capstick edited, and we haven't really tried any of those yet, but it looks really interesting. It's like got an elephant on the cover. It's about hunting elephants in Africa and stuff like that, and he hasn't even read this one yet. So we have Memories of an African Hunter by Dennis D. Lyle and edited by Peter Capstick. That would be so much fun to read this one and be able to read it before my husband, because he reads all Peter Capstick's books. Okay, number 15, number 20. The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. That would be perfect. I didn't realize I'd had that one for that long. Okay, last 5. Let's shake this up and let's make it a good one. Okay, number 21 for 2025. Court of Thorns and Roses. I think that would be a perfect one to add on to here to read. Number 22. A Republic of Thieves by Scott Lynch. Okay, still trying to finish that series. Number 23 for 2025. Oh no! Peace and Turmoil by Elliot Brooks. That book is huge. Oh, okay. Oops, this one fell out, so we'll go with this one. 24. We have The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. Okay, we're finally getting romance on here, so that's good. And last but not least, our 25th book to try to read in 2025 is Upside Down. Here we go. Last Christmas in Paris. Actually, that one's on my December TBR, so I'm going to have to set that one aside and choose again. All right, book number 25 for my 25 books to read in 2025 is Babel by R.F. Kuang. Oh, how did I know that was going to happen? Okay, so I wanted to get to this one in 2025 anyways because it intimidates me, but I've heard amazing things about it. And so I wanted to end up having it on here. Like I said, it intimidates the crap out of me. Okay, so I'm going to make a graphic of all of these books. I'm going to fill in my 25 for 2025 in my bullet journal, and I'll make a graphic of all the covers of these books up here, and I will color them in as I go as I read them in 2025. So are there any of these books that you have read that you are very excited to see me read, or that you love and would like to hear my thoughts on it? I would love to know. Please let me know down in the comments. Please also like, comment, subscribe down below if you are so interested, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.